sent the prayer up to the Lord. I told him, then let all the terrorists loose. Hold your tongue or get rebuked, cause you made a truce. With a race that made merchandise out of my abuse. Scared of who? You got your gun, then pull it. Me and my niggas started arguing, it's about who gon' bite the bullet. It gon' take round, take round. Approaches better move slow. Attack though for this truth, nigga, cool yo. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Oh, thought you could cross us with no concentrate, but you will pay it. You should've used your common sense. My zeal lit, that means you could never prevent. Hey, when the truth sit, hey, when warriors dwell. Be wise with the weapons, cause I promise. My now just like my wife, she concealed, she wise. I know 2 things, a robber will not prosper. And any man harm me and my octave gon' meet the doctor. Cause this life is warfare, it's not an easy walk. Been watching my people die, so you can miss me with that long talk. My UPK soldiers, any man try to cross your path, make him regret what that means. Fall on his age. Comparing me to you really ain't no contest. Lonely one way. Say what? Lonely one way. This for those who thinking we ain't ready for. Tell them back up. I'm about to drop something heavy for. It's all about that warfare, boy. Back up. It's all about that warfare, boy. My soldiers take ground till them stand down. Take ground. My soldiers take ground till them stand down, boy.
You understand? You done found a new breed of Hebrews that stand and walk with the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. And we don't care who we got to come up against. You ain't standing before this truth. You understand? We done took them all on and gonna continue to take them all on.
What's going on, Israel? What's up, Isupkbmore? We finna get it on tonight, man. We gonna go into some propaganda, man. Cause that's what it's all about. We gonna go into the history of it. Because in white society, every white culture depends on propaganda. Because of course, they don't have history or culture of their own. They stolen it, borrowed it, usurped it from every other culture. We're gonna go in a little bit of that tonight, and we're gonna speak on some of the events that's happening this summer, man. It's been a hot ass summer, brother. It's been absolutely insane. And Commanding General Yohana been putting it down, man, showing us the prophecies in the Bible and that all of it is true and it's coming to pass, man. It is absolutely insane, brother. It's crazy. We're going to get into that. We're going to get this little presentation going. Go ahead to the next slide, brother. And look, I had a question about Hannibal Barker, because a lot of people be talking about Hannibal, and is he one of us? Is Hannibal a black man? Does his culture reach back and connect to ours? So we gonna find out a little bit about Hannibal, man, and the doings of Hannibal. All right.
Salak, yes, sir. It ain't.
Put the cursor back over there
I know.
and click.
Okay, got it. There we go.
And then you
That's
hit
it. That's it. That's it. We got it. We got it. Go ahead.
All right, as long as you had a cursor back over there and select it.
Got you. Got you.
Click. So like I forgot to tell you. All right, so we're gonna get it on. We're gonna get it on about Hannibal Barker. So the person asked me the question about Hannibal Barker. Are they related to us? Does their history coincide with ours? You know what I'm saying? We were dealing with their people in the Bible. They were a seafaring people because they were on one side of the Mediterranean, and the Roman Empire was on the other side of the Mediterranean. So they were in skirmishes with the Roman Empire over, of course, commerce, you know what I'm saying, and naval domination in the Mediterranean. All right. So Hannibal Barca himself became what you would call a king of Carthage. Carthage was warring at the time with Rome when Hannibal Barca came about and when he assumed the throne. This was the brother that
What's going on?
traversed the Alps and came into Rome and surprised the Italians by coming over them Alps and just showing up in the middle of Italy with a fully formed army. The Romans never expected that. They, of course, expected Carthage to come across the Mediterranean. They never expected them to just show up in the middle of Italy. You understand? Go ahead, brother. Now, Hannibal was a dark-skinned man with woolly hair, of course. There's coins that depict him as a dark-skinned man with woolly hair. The Carthaginians in the Bible, they are in the Bible. You would refer to them as Zidon, Tyree and Zidon. So they are there. You understand? They were an indigenous African people that when we came into the land, they were there. These were the people that the Lord told us not to deal with. You understand? All right, Hannibal did some amazing things. He went into Rome. He won many battles. Go ahead, brother. He won many battles. All right? He won battles all the way up to the steps of Rome herself. But of course, Hannibal was not one of us. So he did not know how to take that battle home. All right? The Romans ended up, he had one army between him and Rome. He had exhausted the one Roman army, but he didn't press the attack because he wanted to rest his men. And the Roman army then counterattacked and started decimating him. He had a good strategy going where he would hit the bigger Roman army in retreat, and he would refresh his troops with the tribe from Thrace and Celtic tribes round about Rome that were dissatisfied with the Roman Empire. He did this for years. Years and years. It was a thorn in Rome's back. Almost brought their economy to a halt. But the Romans ended up counterattacking and decimating his troops. He called to Carthage to his brother for backup, but they had cut his brother's head off, destroyed his backup army, and threw them his brother's head. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Romans got down. Then the Romans went to Carthage and destroyed Carthage altogether. And of course, replace the dark-skinned people that were there with white-skinned people and called them Carthaginians. So, of course, like the oppressor does, he'll take over a culture in society and then call himself that culture or society. So white people then went into Carthage and started calling themselves Carthaginians. They kept the name of the city and of the land, all right? Go ahead, next slide. So we know that Hannibal was a dark-skinned, woolly-haired man. There are coins that depict him, his likeness, and the area he was in at the time he was in, we know that he was what you would call an African. Hannibal was an African. He was not one of us. And we can bring up some scriptures on that. You know what I'm saying? You can read that.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah, probably about 96 years before the flood, born.
This is the differentiation between us and the Africans. We are both a dark-skinned people. You understand? We came into the land of Canaan, which was their land, but the land was promised to us, given to us by the Most High. All right? They were a dark-skinned people because all the people in that region were a dark-skinned, woolly-haired people. You understand? So we dealt with a lot of the people of Ham. So this is talking about Ham and his descendants, which are the Africans. But we descend from Shem, which is a different line. We're gonna finish. This is from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. If you look up Ham, we brought this out many times. Go ahead, brother.
And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races.
The what?
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
He was the progenitor of the dark races. And it's going to give the specific dark races that he was the progenitor of, meaning the father of. He started these particular race of people. Go ahead.
Not the Negroes.
Not the who?
Not the Negroes.
The Negroes are talking about the people that everybody know as black or niggers or Negro or African American or Caribbean, African Caribbean. Those people scattered around the earth, but via the transatlantic slave trade. All right? So we do not send from the line of Ham. Just like a Chinese person does not descend from a Japanese person. A Japanese person and a Chinese person are two different people. They have different attributes, different history, different cultures. All right? You don't say that Chinese people were samurais. They would get insulted if you said that. You don't say that Japanese people were ninjas. They would get insulted if you said that. Japanese people know they are the samurai. All right? They take pride in their history. There's several movies about it. You understand? They know they are not the same people as the Chinese. In fact, they've had many wars. All right? They know they're not the same people as the Koreans. They've had many wars. Ammon is not the same as Moab. They know that. But we, because we come up in adjoining lands and have dealt a lot in their lands, we think we're them. We're not them. The dark races are some of the oldest races on the earth. And Asians are not the same. Europeans are not the same. The Jewish man is different from the common, ordinary white man, so they say. But all so-called dark-skinned, woolly-haired people are the same. There's dark-skinned, woolly-haired people on the Ottoman Islands. They're not the same. Most races around the earth were dark skinned and got lighter because, of course, the oppressor is the biggest rapist on the earth. So look, Africans, so-called African American Negroes, are not the same people.
But the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
All right, those are the four dark races that Ham is the father or progenitor of. It says not the Negroes. So no, we are not related to Ham. All right, let's get that scripture. Let me look it up real quick. Let's look it up.
Here's the bigger Bible. Print bigger.
Hold on for 1 minute, fam.
Scripture.
I'm gonna get Carthage in the Bible. All right, I'm gonna show you how the Lord differentiated us. Give me Joel 3 and 4. Joel 3 and 4. Because the people during that day are described in the Bible. The people of that region of Carthage are described in the Bible. And this is what the Lord say about them in Joel 3 and 4.
Joel chapter 3 verse 4. Right there.
We're gonna get that for y'all.
Yeah. Speak loud. Women.
So we're gonna start off with yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, Joel 3 and 4. Let's go
Joel
ahead,
chapter
bro.
3 verse 4. Speak loud. Go ahead. Joel.
Joel chapter
Loud.
Joel chapter 3 verse 4.
I said, Lord,
Gotta speak loud. Speak
get
up.
a mic.
Joel chapter 3 verse 4. Yeah, and what have ye to do with me?
Oh, speak up.
Start
We
over.
got the screen. Yeah. I got it. Look. I got it. Let me do it.
Let's get it.
Joel chapter 3, verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon?
What the Lord is saying is that Tyre and Zidon ain't got a damn thing to do with him. Yeah, we look alike. We got the nappy or woolly hair. We got the dark skin, but you can tell that the spirit, the soul, the swag is different from Africans, man. We completely, utterly different from them, man. Just our talent in sports, our talent and our way of talking and doing things, our swag is different from Africans, man. Read on.
And all the coast of Palestine.
Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. He froze. You can still hear it, but he froze.
That's crazy.
You want me to continue?
Wait a minute.
You can still hear you though.
No, because we doing a presentation. That's crazy why I keep doing that.
How you go back?
You saying it's what? It's not moving on this screen?
No, it's not moving. It's
And
just
it's frozen on that.
That's what it is. You can't do class like this, man.
That's something. Yeah, it does.